Hello and welcome. Welcome back. This is Redemption Goddess, and today I'm just going to freestyle a bit. The first two videos I made were very intense, and almost triggering, knowing that it's such a huge problem. You're like, what? There's something that you just can't solve by yourself. You can't just go off and solve the water crisis. And there's different facets to that crisis. So I had to go and unwind. Surprisingly, I do like to research. I like to read. But when I'm in unwind mode, it's still learning, still wanting to know things. But when I'm in unwind mode, I want to envision, manifest, they call it. That's one of the words they call it. Manifest, envision, see what my options are. So this first graphic that I have up is from a totally different website, meant for a totally different video. I went and took these snapshots and I was going to promote the website. As you see here, 3 acres of land. This is Alabama. I was going to start Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, just kind of move on through the South, letting you know the plots of land that was available. They have a lot of sites, and sifting through some of those sites and double checking and triple checking, because there's scam sites out there too. So this first graphic is in Alabama, 3 acres, $15,000. So if you're in the Alabama area and you want to check this site out, you can check state specific. You can check it directly in Google, or you can go to the site and use the filtering options to search through the site for the different land where you are. So say you're in Colorado, and then you can also filter down from low to high, and obviously from high to low. And they have other criteria you can check to get very, very specific for what you're looking for. But if you don't know what you're looking for and you just want to look, you kind of just shopping from home, shopping for land, shopping for houses, shopping for stuff. And we call it manifesting. We call it calling on the universe. We call it a bunch of different things, right? But this is what I like to do to unwind. I'm still learning. I'm still finding out new stuff. I'm still using my brain, but it's less about creating these different file cabinets for different information. It's less about that. It's just more about getting a ballpark range, so I can kind of know in my mind, okay, this is the game plan. I like this plan. And yes, the plan may alter and change. Like today, I started thinking about hotels to buy. I just want to buy up shit, okay? So I found this site. I Googled hotels for sale. This particular site had about a 6-level placement. They have the first ads, and I saw some familiar ones, LoopNet, and some other familiar ones that I've searched commercial property for, and statistical sites and stuff like that about property. So I do this search. I come to this site. I navigate through it. It's pretty cool. I didn't use any of the filtering stuff on the site. I just started scrolling down. So I came across this. This is in Texas, Nacogdoches. Damn. I bet this is deep somewhere in Texas. Oh, no. Hold on. That must be the one before it. No, I'm reading the wrong one. This one here is in Virginia. Uh-oh. The pictures went. So you guys can go back if you need to. This one here is in Texas. Do you guys see the prices on this? You can literally get 5 family members together. 6. 5.5 family members together. and make something like this happen. And each of the family members goes to the location, they work, they learn skills, they build their resume, they learn, you know, they work, they help. You understand? That was my vision. I just don't have a big enough family. Okay? My family isn't really that big. So when you think about, you know, just legacy building type stuff, this is the stuff that I think about. The other reason why I think about hotels, and this may seem a little capitalistic, but people are living they're living out of hotels. And that is going to increase. So if you have a hotel, that's more just like short to long-term housing for some folks. Okay? And this one here. Let's see. South Dakota. Dog, y'all want to get away from the guns and the violence, baby. When you pack up that Mayflower or a U-Haul or cars or whatever y'all using, when you get ready to go, baby, you was not lying. If you move your behind from somewhere super dangerous, you know, Baltimore or any of these different places that's super dangerous, and you say, I'm out of here, I'm going to South Dakota, hey, I like your style. So you can touch down $249,000 plus taxes and fees, and really whoever, you know, setting all this up, you're going to have to pay them. You can get 2 family members together or 1 by themselves. And is this the one that says it had a 1,600 square foot apartment attached? It may not be this one. Imagine just picking up, just gone, you gone. Set up some internet. And just, you live in South Dakota now. You probably ain't gonna have to worry about getting shot. Somebody might look at you funny because they might not see the blacks. It depends whatever color you are. I don't even care what color you are. Whoever you are, and you tired of living where you living. Listen. Now this one is in Pennsylvania. Another very low price one. Now this one looked pretty dilapidated. The other one, you see, it had cars and like it already has business, but you're also going to factor in some more costs. You might as well just go ahead and factor in another $100,000 for renovations, renaming, relicensing, rebranding, all the stuff you're going to do to let everyone know, yes, I'm back in business, better rooms, better service, come visit us. So that may cost you another $100,000. This particular situation looks like over time, if you put maybe $500,000, I mean, it's your property now. 22 rooms. You may be able to add rooms, you tear down, rebuild, whatever you want to do. For those of you that have those really complicated minds, you can start an investment club or group or something like that, where it's just all hotels. Y'all just go around and buy up all these little bitty hotels and brand them the way you want, and then create your own brand of hotels, just like Hilton, and you know, and then they'll probably maybe come and buy you up, or you can compete or try to compete with them, you know. And all else fails, you have something to leverage. You put some money into it, you'll have something to leverage. And it's not liquid, you know, it takes sometimes many months, maybe years to sell. And so this is not going to be liquid cash for you. It's not like you put $300,000 into this and you're going to just immediately be able to get $300,000 back. It's not liquid. It's not a liquid asset. You got to purchase this and be willing to go the long haul for this. Now, my anxiety does not allow me to do certain things like this, like the hotel experience. I wouldn't get no rest, and I wouldn't, no. I have to own something where we going, honey. I can't do it. But for those of you that can, I know y'all taking sleeping bags and whatever you do. When you think of these options, you think about these seedy hotels that they have, and they're Indian run. Those are Indians and Arabs. Some of them may be Arab, but in my experience, most of them are Indian. And I mean, they're just basics, pretty basic. You know, less than $100 a night. Clean, you know, somewhere to crash, trucker, all these type of people, they still sleep, they still have these hotels. Listen, the pandemic though, with everything stopped and shut down, these people was losing this stuff. And this is why this stuff, you see a lot of these smaller ones that were already probably struggling to make it. But the dynamic with this is different now, because we're going to have so many people that won't have any other options. And yes, it's a capitalistic mindset. You can still be moral and ethical, you know, in your pricing and all the things that you do, providing a safe, clean place. Definitely that will help your business last long. If you go in and you don't care, and you jeopardize people's health and all of this, I mean, no, you won't make a dime, and you'll probably lose everything in the process. So I hope you don't go in with that mindset. You will have to go into these situations like this. These things look dilapidated, and you know, you're gonna have to go in with some money. But this is what I like to do. I love these brainstorms, right? I like giving other folks ideas. I hope I've given you an idea. Maybe you wasn't thinking about this. But yeah, I mean, you go around and buy up these little hotels, right? And we know with branding, you begin making everything identical. The naming conventions and all the way down to even the rooms and all of this stuff that you do over time. It may take you 20 years to get in the game, but if you're young, just think 20 years, you know, 20 years of hard work. It don't hurt nobody. And you may be able to retire early, or you may go bankrupt. It depends. It depends on your business acumen. And also it depends on like your drive and where you're going. If you can get your family together on one of these type of ordeals, you guys will never be homeless. You know, you'll always have a room for someone if you're thinking in that aspect of it. But more than anything, you have a real asset, you know, and it's something that you can take and use to gain more assets. It's something to think about. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening.